So, take 4. Looks pretty gangster sitting there, doesn't he? Righto, so we made some pretty good progress the other day at Sydney. It went 1061, 127.9 or something. But as for now, we're going to start our SUMMERNATS prep. And we've got the radiator to fit in this, got new Aussie Desert Coolers. Pretty nice bit of kit. Got some AU or BA fans to go on it. So I'm just going to load it up, run it to my house. I'm going to do it there, and we're going to pick up the wagon. You probably won't see this video until we've already left, but we're going to put an engine together with this on one of those, not sure which one yet. And it's going to go in the wagon for the Nats, and then the engine will probably go up for sale after that. See what happens. But we've got a bit of sorting out to do. We're going to make sure it's going to fit, because the pulley's got a very long snout on it. Not sure if we're going to get it in between the radiator or not. But we're still waiting on Dad's car. It's going to hopefully be back next week. Got cage to paint. Got bump steer kit to make up, a couple other little things to do to it, but it could probably go as is. None of it's overly necessary, but just waiting for it to come back, tidy a few things up, and then yeah, most of the work will be on the wagon this year, so look forward to it. But see, we keep saying we won't do it again. On SUMMERNATS rush, we're always flat out changing engines or building something. So, but every year we do it. Don't know why. On the screwdriver. Probably help if I remembered the radiator. Flash bit of kit, looks really nice. The XD, I think this is the Burnout King one. Not sure what the difference is between this one or a standard one, but we've got the filler cap put in over here because we don't have a lot of room between the top of the radiator support and the bonnet. So that put over there, I think it was a bit extra, but it wasn't much. Had to happen, so should be good. See what we've got to cut out now. You wouldn't believe it, these are AU fans. Look how good they fit in everywhere. Almost like it was made for it. Put a little screw through, 4 screws along the bottom. Got a bit of angle to go on top. Obviously I'll trim that down, cut it down, do what I need to do, but should be pretty straightforward. Cut these tabs off down here, get this fitted, and then I'll start pulling the old one out of the car. Well, there it is. About 20 minutes. How good's that? I love it when shit works. Just got a bit of angle goes up behind the plastic. Just a couple of screws through that. I had to cut a bit out of the brace. There's a brace that runs down there on the inside. Had to cut that out. And yeah, a couple of screws along the bottom. Should be sorted. Time to start pulling this thing out now. Probably just go in the bin. You can see it's even a little crack there, so start getting it out, start making a mess. Hopefully it'll be finished up in a decent hour tomorrow. Get it back out of my shed. Didn't unplug them. Rookie mistake. See the thickness too, a bit thicker. Good. Very confident that it's going to do the trick. So now we just gotta cut down, take some measurements and cut all that out. And good luck we don't run into any major dramas, but there's bound to be a couple. So, right, pro tip. So you got to cut something that's already painted. Sorry, masking tape down there. That way, if you're going to change your marks or you've marked it wrong, something happens, you can just pull it off, and you don't end up with 30 million marks. End up cutting the wrong one. Gonna have to cut a bit to get it to fit in because it's got to slide down in front of that cross member down the front. So I'm gonna have to cut a bit and then just keep trimming. Righto, here's how we ended up. I need to cut the V out of that because they've got this stupid cross member in the way here. Sits back a bit, it was right in the way, so got rid of that, sorted that out. Might have to put something down there so the fans don't draw air up through there, they actually pull air through the radiator. But we'll see how it's going to go first. I think it still should keep it cool enough, but see how it goes. About to fire the welder up. Got some tabs to weld on there, and after that my job is done. Henry can sort out hoses and everything else. Time to try not to burn any holes in it. I just had a go at this one. That's hot. Just had a bit of a test on this one, and it's not too bad. I think we'll live with it. Focus. Anyway, you get the picture. As long as I don't burn a hole in it, we'll be alright. Reckon I can live with that for someone that doesn't weld for a living. One job done. Got to get some new rubber strips to put behind the mounts. Just helps with vibration, stops the radiator from cracking. I was gonna weld, just fill that in because it looks a bit, doesn't look very good, but I might leave it until the engine's out. We've got to touch a few things up anyway. And got some paint over here that's got to be touched up, so obviously the bloke that painted it originally didn't do a real good job. So get some hoses and wire it up. We should be ready to rock and roll with this. Wash it. And alright, where are we off to?
Where are we off to? Off to Bathurst, just going down to pick the car up. and spun a bearing SUMMERNATS last year, so it's been a year-long process to get it all back together again. So take it home, go and pick it up, take it home, fix up a couple of things that need fixing. Got a fuel tech dash in it now, so we just got to finish mounting that. And just in time for a trip to SUMMERNATS again. Hopefully we'll get through it all this year and we can go racing. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Check back, we've got a pit stop making orange, and we'll check back in with you then.
You don't have to do all this fucking part.
Yo! Where's that light? Yeah.
Slide a cam in this bad boy. We're going to pull the old one out. Got to make a balancer puller because we don't have one. So I'm just going to make something up that's going to work. Pull this cam out, pulled the top end off it the other day. And yeah, try and get this cam in, get most of it back together so it can be sat in the car. And we can work everything else out through the week. It's Saturday, 23rd. So we got 10 days till we leave. So should be alright, got plenty of time. Alright, that's what I've come up with. The 25-25 threaded rod, welded some nuts. There, a couple of holes, all about 20 minutes to make it. See if it works. It's put a snook at us, hasn't it?
Cam bands are all gone. Stuffed.
So we think we found the noise we were looking for ages ago.
With,
Henry's too slack to pull the cam out.
yeah. Anyway, it's out now. Saturday we've got heaps of time, so we're just gonna do a few other things that aren't priority, and then when need cam bearings and a couple of gaskets and things, and to put new cam bearings in it, got to strip the bottom end out of it. So we'll yeah, once it's time and the cam bearings are here, we'll take the sump off it, pull the crank out of it, fit the cam bearings, and
hopefully it all goes back together.
put the crank back in and put it back together.
So yeah, got a ignition box wire up, some bolts and all sorts of other stuff to work out and go and pick up. So yeah, we got 10 days, we'll be right. Done sillier things, eh? So, we did not have a good morning. We're off to a flying start. The cam bearings were trashed in that engine. We measured a few of the pulleys wrong for Dad's car. Well, I drew them up wrong anyway. They don't work, so we've got to make more pulleys for that. So at the moment, I've ordered some cam bearings and a full gasket kit from Rocket. We thought we were on some in town here, but they didn't get back to us, so we'll wait for them. They're not here till Thursday, so we've sort of got a bit of time to kill. We've got some other things we want to get done. We'll try and get Dad's car fully sorted, and then once the bearings and stuff show up, because we'll have to pull that motor right down now and go right through it, get it sorted. It can go in. There's things I can do. I might sit the engine in there, and so I can do the exhaust and a couple other things, work a few other things out, and then pull it out when the cam bearings and everything show up. Want to repaint my front bar. We had a bit of a whoopsie at AutoFest with that. Got a blinker for Dad's car to paint, and we've got to sort his dash out. We've got to mount the fuel tech somehow. He's talking about modifying a dash so it sits where the original gauges would have gone, which would look pretty good, but hopefully we get time to do all that. Just here, work out a way to lock this Scorcher Dizzy out. Yeah, it's not like your MSD where you pop it out and take everything out of it and put the pin in a different spot. But see how I go about it. There's got to be a way to do it. I'm sure I'll figure it out. that was a bit of a mission. So, gonna have to weld the advance. Hang on. Let me get a good. Gonna have to weld the advance up. I'm gonna weld. You can see it there. See that move? There's two of them. I'm gonna weld them just there. I don't know why the camera won't focus on it. So that way they're in the open position. That way if the weld ever fails, it goes back to, it'll essentially run less timing, not more timing. It'll be safe, not burn pistons kind of stuff. So fire up the TIG, clean it up, weld it up, put it back together, hopefully the way I pulled it apart. But could be here for another couple of hours yet trying to work out how it goes back together. Well. Not cool. Not cool at all. Don't know. I think it's just coming out. Got little pinholes in the end of the welds. I think that's where it's coming out. It's not much, but I'll have to get it sorted, pull it out, clean it. Shady business we got going on here.
Quick stick rack end change from a VL manual steering rack we're putting in. We needed longer tie rod and needed a longer rack end, so we put in a EB Falcon, which is a 16mm rack end.
I think it was 50mm, they're 50mm longer.
55mm.
And then we've got that machined up, goes on there, taper goes into the spindle. Should solve our issue. Maybe. Hopefully, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Praise the Lord. Oh my God. So, 36 spline. 36 spline. The old one's 36 spline. Everything's went to put it in there. Won't go in. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Got about 8 splines there that are flat. So the knuckle won't go on it. So I'm going to take the rack ends back off this one, put them on the old one, grease the crap out of it for now. We're going to have to send this rack back because we don't have anything to pull it apart. Just to get us out of trouble for now. Because no one's open, obviously. Doing things last minute. So, got to run this raggedy old thing. And yeah, bit of a bummer, but we'll get it sorted. What's going on here?
Going on here, a little incident with a hole cut on the wrong side. You can't plug a plug into that.
Your other left.
Other left. What's on the left?
This is what got worked out so far with the dash. Should look pretty good once it's all painted up.
Cut a stock dash up, cut the centerpiece out where the gauges go for the 2 gauges.
I don't know if we've got a stock dash laying around here, do we?
Old plastic welding job.
So make do with what you got. That's what a stock one looks like. Well, that's a GS one, that one, but just cut the center out of it, cut all the gauges out of it. That thing will tell us everything we need to know.
Yours is stock.
Oh yeah, it is too. No, we don't want to look at that one. Rubbish. What a day. We've got steering sorted for this. close enough to get us by for the nats. We're going to have to make longer ones with more shank and everything on them, but we've got a rough idea of everything that's happening now, so it's good. Dash is pretty well sorted. Bit of work to do, fill it, paint it, whatever. And that dash is actually an XB one because it's crinkled. Have to get the crinkles out of it. I got to cut this is the exhaust off the wagon. And the extractors are in Henry's car, so I've got to cut these flanges off and put 2-bolt ones on. But yeah, we ended up getting a bit done. Not as much as we'd hoped, but a little list here of stuff. But got the engine sitting in here to just going to do the exhaust and get the gearbox in and hook it all up, do what I can, sort everything else out. So hopefully when the cam bearings and everything else shows up, we can just pull it out, clean it, cam bearings in, put it together and drop it all back in. It should all fit. Just trying to use time while I've got it. But we're out for a couple of days now because Christmas is tomorrow. So go and relax for a bit, maybe. Alright, quick update. Haven't filmed for a little bit. We've been getting shit done.
Trying to. punched all the cam bearings out of it. They're in a box here somewhere. All properly worn out. So block got washed. New cam bearings.
We ended up putting mains and rods in it too,
Yeah.
just while we're there, which we're glad we did because they weren't that great. Gave the crank a quick touch up.
Yeah, put it all back together this morning. Put all the front end back on, just on the valve set on it with the new cam in it.
Just about ready to drop it in the car. We're going to prime the oil, a couple more things to put on it. This thing's just about ready to go. Got to paint that blinker. He's trying to sort out something with the blinker light on the dash. And out here, splashed a bit of gloss black on that. It's looking a bit second hand, so and I made the blower guard up too. Not great, but it'll get us by the nuts. So a bit on. It's what is it? Friday, are they?
5 o'clock.
Okay. 5 days, 4 days. I don't know. Anyway,
1, 2, 3, 4. We're leaving 5.
oodles. Got heaps of time. We're blessed with time this year. So, check back in with you in a bit. Hit me with an update.
I'm going to bed. I'm just trying to make this indicator work. Parker.
Typical old cars. What was that? They work and then you drive them to the gate and they don't work? You know, got this thing in its home. Got it's a bit tight, but I'm gonna make some pulleys for this. Not pulleys, make some spaces, new spaces. They had
They'd be real mad if you
just
did.
pipe, so I'm going to make some alloy ones, and it's got to go in about 10 mil maybe ish. Other than that, tubeless elastic that I had went off, so I've got to wait to get some in the morning. Bolt that manifold down. Carby's on tomorrow. A couple other little things to do. Should be able to fire it up. Hey.
Hopefully.
Basically how you're going to see it. Calling it a night now, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's been stuffing around with linkages and stuff, making sure that's all going to work. The carbies are going to work, the air cleaners are not. So I have to sort something out there. Big day, just stuffing around, making spaces. I had to move the alternator back to line up with the pulley we put on the crank pulley. Yeah, a couple other small stuff to do now, but we're pretty good. This thing's, we didn't really touch it today, but it's got his tail lights sorted. I think he put a clear, I don't know if you can see that, put clear lenses in there and coloured bulbs instead of the amber and reds, so it looks pretty sweet. Yeah, tomorrow get that manifold on properly, sort out a couple other small things. Hopefully by lunch I'll be right to fire it up. But and we're back. Haven't got much done. So this is the first supercharged engine we've ever had. Never really wanted one, but and didn't realise, so they're boost reference carbies, didn't realise we had to have boost reference reg as well, so we've got to run some vacuum hose to, there's a port in the back of the manifold here, so I had to change the reg, change the bracket, change some fuel line, and it's a return style, so it's not ideal, but got some rubber hose and we're just going to run it to the back, and hopefully I can sort it out when we get there, because it's Saturday night now and Monday's public holiday, so nothing's going to get here in time. So this will have to do for now. You can't really see it anyway, so it won't be too bad. More so fitting in the top of the tank. We're going to run it back in the top of the tank. That's a dash 10 orb, but we've only got dash 8 orb in the dash 6. So we're running a dash 6 return line. So gotta sort that out. Get on to a few people, see if they've got some bits and pieces. We might get lucky. But that's been the hold up today. Everything else is pretty well good. I've got to find my thermostat housing, and we can drop the dizzy in, wire a few things up, and we should be ready to rock and roll. But maybe late tonight we might hit the key. It's not looking good. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, maybe never. Well, it ain't pretty, but it's honest work. Luckily we've got a tank cover over here to cover it all up. So ended up, that's the bung out of the tank, just to block off. We ended up drilling a hole in it and tapping it for this little fitting that we found. Just ran some old hose, it'll do. We're going to get redone later anyway, so another job down. So chewed up a fair bit of time, that one. Changing everything over. We've still got to run the boost reference, the vacuum hose. Put some gaskets under those carbies, they can go down for good. A couple other things. Try and find a thermostat housing, I don't know where it's gone. And then yeah, not too far off hitting the key, but too there.
Funny looking yellow rocket.
Well, mate, we've been made. Must be getting close now, or what?
Yep.
Nature's finest.
Take 16. leader. What's sparking down here? Or is it your light flashing?
No. Coil's buggering. Aduh.
Speak for yourself.
Huh? Go again? What's your battery voltage at now with the key and everything on? Oh. I didn't get nothing. All I was getting was flashes, right?
Obviously too high. And a cleaner.
What? Go again? No, they're right. You turned off or turned it off? 50. Work back. I'll start at 20. That should read me 0.
We do have a bit of adjustment in it now.
Just go one more. Just one.
That way. I can't see them.
Good guards.
Don't make them like this anymore.
Is that there, enough? One on the side, in the middle there. Where's the linkage?
That's for the squirters. That's not turning the blades.
There?
No, I'm just trying to turn that one over here. Right, so we found one of the rods for the linkage on the back carby was wound on, so it had the blades were open a fair bit. So we just wound that out, and hopefully it idles a bit lower than 3,500 now.
Hopefully.
So, take 4.
And he can't count.
Push them.
Huh? Is that normal to you?
Got a bit of a nick in it.
Missing or something not?
Fuck knows.
These ones?
Okay.
Right, a blow.
Timing drop.
Blow was a bit grindy.
Grinding. New descriptive word.
You listen to it, really.
It's like grinder except for blowers instead of
Let's turn this.
suckers.
Turn both these down a bit.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah, right more.
Right. Your other right. Yep. I just reckon it's a belt. Noisy bastard.
Crackle on the other end.
Hey?
Crackle on a bit.
Is it?
Go up the back. There's one more on. Those are revs, that's it.
What's it idling at?
I was looking to hear it tell me to turn it off.
No, is it? That looks pretty good in there, eh? Right, running pretty, okay-ish. Got a vacuum leak down in the valley, so blow it back off. Lucky we got some gaskets, get that fixed up. And then start on the bonnet, I guess. After that, yeah, pretty well ready to rock and roll. I've got to adjust the shifter because none of the gears are where they should be. That's easy. Righto.
Wow,
Righto. What are you doing up there?
I think you'll get stuck in there again.
yeah.
It's all cleaned up, clean the manifold. Gotta run home and get the
No,
4V gaskets, because what we've got
no,
is they're a 3V head, but this manifold that we've got, no, you can't see it that side, is a 4V manifold. So yes, there's going to be port misalignment, but it'll run well enough to do what we need to do. This thing's not going to make a whole bunch of power anyway, so it'll be fine. So I've got 4V gaskets at home. I'll run home and get them. I'll come back and sit it on and it can dry overnight. Put it all back together. Found another culprit. Had an oil leak, and that engine's had an oil leak for a little while now. At the back of the manifold, couldn't figure out why, but the oil pressure sender leaking out of the little ring around where it's supposed to be sealed up around there. So in the bin. I'm sure we've got another one here somewhere. Oh, I just lost the washer off that. No, I'll find it. Righto, that's a wrap. Runs, drives, does everything it's supposed to do. So in a matter of when did we do it, we had to crank out of this thing on Thursday morning. Never played with superchargers before, so it's in. So you can all quit your excuses with not having enough time to build your cars. Get off the lounge and get to it. Got to paint the bars now. The front bar copped a bit of a hit. That was my doing. And I've got to sort out a bonnet. We don't want to cut up one of our good bonnets, so I've got one at home. It'll do. It won't be pretty. I'll make it. It'll look okay. Alternator pulley for that is done now. Just got to put it on in the morning. We basically wash them, put them on trailers, pack our stuff. We'll see us there. Ready to party.